neighbors are. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage to be like.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Number 6 brings us 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Rolling to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second and 10. Allen going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's a gain of 9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll try the wide side with Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Purdy will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Diamador Manor. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now inside the 25. Stephon Diggs. A big play there just before halftime. 84 yards.
Stephon Diggs. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Niners 16. Bills 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They pitch it out to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Cook again. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll try the middle with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Cook up the gut. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Diggs in motion right. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Half 85.
Diggs going in motion right. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Diggs in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Diggs going in motion right. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run it again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd and 10. At the 49ers, 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Diggs in motion right. Allen. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 49-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Well, now how about this return? And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here's 1st and 10. Allen.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down. Now Allen.
Again, it's Cook.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Allen.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Alert, alert, alert!
To throw is Allen.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it.
aggressive, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Allen. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Half 85, half 85. Regular. Stop. 56.
One final try here for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Five wide.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 10% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
wanna say. Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I gotta,
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
To the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Here we go.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
And
Here we
they'll
go.
need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. T. Higgins. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
11, Thomas.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Under pressure and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On second down, McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now 2nd and 5. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, shoves him aside, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They go play action here. Purdy. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Gun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Fights through it. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy off the play fake. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. The 20. 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
47 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jake Moody to kick kickoff for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
11 mighty.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
11.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Mixon will try the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
11 MT.
2nd and 2.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 MT.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go. 12.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 18, Bengals 9. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Stop.
They'll drop to throw.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
On one, ready?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Stop.
Looking to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Gun. Stop. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here's a give to Mixon. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
From the 24, here's a 2nd down and 9.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 202 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Purdy will throw for it. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that flag accepted.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I feel
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And the 49ers first down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Hey, out.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
By the 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Niners 6, Ravens nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Go! 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. Now back to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Real quick.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. This time Jackson will throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 9.
change it.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Purdy looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Purdy steps away. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy off the play fake. He finds Kittle going across the field. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 61 yards. And the 40.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism.